Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Pop Luck after, what has it been, 4 years? Let's get into it. All right, everyone, Pop Luck is finally back. If you don't know what I'm talking about, 4 years ago, when I was a lot younger, I started a YouTube channel called Pop Luck, where I talked about and sort of reviewed and showed off some different Funko Pops. Well, it's been 4 years since that time, and I decided that I really wanted to try to get back to that. So I'm restarting the channel. Welcome to everyone who watched before. We are finally back, and I can't wait to get back into doing what I was doing. As you may have noticed, the name of this channel has changed. It's no longer Pop Luck, it's Jack Atwater. The reason why that change is now there is because I decided that while I wanted this YouTube channel to be about Funko Pops, I kind of thought it might be cool to try out some different sorts of videos as well, and not everything that I had thoughts of trying out really fit under that Funko Pop, that Funko Pop centric name of Pop Luck. So I decided that these videos will be part of a series of videos called Pop Luck. Then I can do other sorts of things under that name of Jack Atwater, and it will hopefully make a little bit more sense. Additionally, you may have noticed that in my past videos, I didn't go by the name Jack Atwater. The reason I changed it, the reason why I'm not using my real name, is because I figured Jack Atwater just kind of had more of a ring to it. If I'm naming the YouTube channel just a name instead of Pop Luck, I wanted something that was a little bit more catchy, a little less typical sounding. So Jack Atwater is the name we're going with, and I can't wait to get back into doing what we were doing before. There are tons of different video ideas that I had outside of Funko Pops. So I'll go into all of those probably at a later date in a later video, all of those different ideas. But for right now, I just want to get back to doing what we were doing, which is talking about Funko Pops. So it's been 4 years, and in that amount of time, I've amassed quite a few more Funko Pops. So I decided that today, just to start off, we're back, I would go through just some of the newest ones that I've gotten. So I have 4 Funko Pops here that I'm really excited to show off, and I can't wait to see what comes next for this YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and get into them. This first Funko Pop is one that I'm so excited about. I absolutely love this one, and I just picked it up like 2 weeks ago. Right here is SpongeBob Weightlifter. I think that this one is just absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and pop it open. Oh, no, not pop it open yet. I want to show you the box. This is my first SpongeBob SquarePants Pop. Here you can see this is a Hot Topic exclusive, but I actually bought it from like a secondhand bookstore, so I didn't actually get this one at Hot Topic. There you go on the side. This is number 917 in the Funko Pop animation line. So there you see on the side like the sort of cartoon version of it. I love the box detail, the water and the SpongeBob, like the spongy yellow on the bottom. I think that's amazing. Or is that might be the pineapple actually right there, like SpongeBob's pineapple. There on the back, you can see what the main line is for these Funko Pops. You got a SpongeBob right there, a Patrick Star, and a Squidward tentacles. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this guy open. I think this one is just absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan of like the animated Funko Pops, just because there's more that they can do with them. They're more colorful, they're more cartoony. They're a little bit more atypical than your regular just human Funko Pops. So this one actually isn't packaged like how normal Funko Pops are packaged. This is in like a sort of case that you can take apart the front from the back. And let's go ahead. Like the animation, like how animated this looks is just incredible. Like you can see the struggle of him trying to lift up these weights. I'll go ahead and show it off while I talk about it. If you aren't familiar with this Funko Pop, with the scene it's from, this is when SpongeBob wants to try to prove, I think, that he can lift weights. I think he sees other people doing it. I'm blanking just a little, but he is SpongeBob. He's eccentric, so he puts a little stuffies on the end of his barbell instead of weights, and he can barely struggle to keep that up. And I love this arch at his neck. Like you can see that he's trying to lift up the little stuffies. His facial expression is just insane. The colors on this thing are so bright and vibrant. And of course, my favorite part of the whole thing are the little stuffies, which are miniature Funko Pops. That is just crazy. And the way he's biting his bottom lip, I mean, this is one of the best Funko Pops I think that I own. This is just absolutely adorable. And the action on it, the fact that you can see what he's doing is absolutely insane. I love this so much. That is our first Funko Pop of the day. This is SpongeBob SquarePants just SpongeBob Weightlifter is what its official name is. So let's go ahead and get this back in the box, and then I'll review 3 more that I have here with me today. Also, you might notice I'm sitting on the floor, and that's just because this is the best place that I could find for a YouTube video. This is the brightest place that I could find to film this YouTube video in. So probably in the future, I'll try to figure out something else, but this just was the best location. All right, without further ado, we have 2 more Funko. I'm gonna show you these 2 together to start. This is Krypto from the new Superman movie and Lex Luthor from the new Superman movie. I love DC Comics, and I absolutely love the new Superman movie. And the second I saw it, I was like, I need to find some Funko Pops from this. These are the only 2 I was able to find, but I do hope to get some more in the future. So, without further ado, let's begin with Krypto the Super Dog. This box, they're like special Funko Pops, ones that are more long ways than tall. And the boxes are the same dimensions of a regular Funko Pop. They're just long ways, so you can still display it on a shelf with other Funko Pops and it fits, but it's more fitting of the figure inside. So I will show you this box. You got a nice little Superman logo there. You got different, you got him on the side with the sky, and on the back you got him in different like comic covers, I believe, on the back there. All right, so let's go ahead into opening the pop. And again, like the SpongeBob, this one has a front and back kind of, you have to pop it open type of opening. And like I said, I absolutely love it when pops are like, there's like an action that they're doing. There's like an animation to them. And this is adorable. The fact that he's flying right there. So this right here is Krypto the Super Dog from the new Superman movie. I think this is so cool. It really captures Krypto, and he's just adorable right here. They have the little base, the blue base, to make it look like he's flying. You have his little collar there, and then on the back you have the cape. And the detail, you can't see the full S on the video, but the full S is there under the head, which is an insane amount of detail. And the detail in the fur and stuff, this is just an absolutely amazing Funko Pop. And I love the fact that his one ear is sort of in. It gives it a lot more flavor. It gives it a lot more animation. It really brings this figure to life. Now here is what the regular box for the Superman looks like with number 564, Lex Luthor. I like this one quite a bit more than the Krypto box. Up here we have the cover of the Superman Legacy comic, which is what the movie was based on. That was the specific comic that inspired the movie. On the side here, you have, I think that's the Fortress of Solitude background. And I also love how on the back, every single Funko Pop, most of the Funko Pops I own that are part of like a set, have the collect them all line of the Funko Pops in that set on the back. None of the Superman ones that I have seen have that, which I think is just really interesting. All right, so there's the front. This is Lex Luthor. Let's go ahead and get this guy out. All right, and in case you didn't know, this is what the Funko Pop boxes normally look like. There's usually not a front and back, just little things that you unpop here to be able to kind of squeeze your figure out. So here is Lex Luthor from the new Superman movie. I think they really captured this character. I don't think there's a lot that you can do with this character. So even though this one might not stand out as being super animated, I think it's the best that they could do, and it's really fitting of the character. He has his little hands in his pockets. He's holding a mug that says Luthor Core from the movie, and he just looks very serious. His suit is very nice. It's a perfect figure for the character. All right, there we go. That's Lex Luthor. I love this one. I think this one's absolutely amazing. And also on the top of his box is the little DC logo there, the new one. So All right, those are 3 that I got very recently, and this is one that I've had for a little bit while longer than that one. This is my first ever pop album. This is Brendon Urie from Panic at the Disco. For Panic at the Disco's record, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. This is one of my favorite records of all time, and this is my first pop album ever. This is a Hot Topic exclusive. And yeah, let's go ahead and pop this one out. This one is absolutely stellar. Also, forgot to mention, this is number 54 in the pop albums line. And the whole box and the box art is all themed to that A Fever You Can't Sweat Out album. So, now what they do for these is it's a sort of, I want to hold it somewhere where you don't see the phone reflecting in it, but that might be difficult, seeing as this front is all like reflective. But as you can see, there's the figure of Brendon Urie himself inside. I think you can unwrap it. This is my first Funko Pop album, so I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. I think you can unwrap it. I don't know if I'm going to do that just because I like having that there, but let's go ahead. The back is just plain. The back is completely plain. What you're looking at is the pop cover here. It's a cover of the album, and then this is him from the, I believe, the I Write Sins Not Tragedies music video. So you have the figure inside. The figure is absolutely incredible. He's in his little like circus uniform with his gloves on. I think this is just so cool. You can't actually get inside to see the figure, but still, that's what you got. You got a figure with the pop album cover in the back. I think that this whole pop album idea is just so interesting and so unique, and it's such a cool concept for them to come out with. If you like an album a lot, I highly recommend picking one up. It's a great way to kind of show off the album. It's incredible. I love this. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a little bit of a weird one, that some of the Funko Pops we displayed were all over the place. We went from SpongeBob to Superman to Panic at the Disco. But I thought it was a great way to get back, just kind of sitting down and reviewing some Funko Pops. Moving forward, what I hope to do is hopefully come out with at least one Funko Pop video every Tuesday and Thursday. That's the goal. That's my hope. I do hope to come out with videos a little bit more often than that, but that's the basic. I want to make sure I get that done. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one for some more Funko Pops. Have a good day. Thank you guys so much for watching.